Quick, let's lock ourselves in that building over there. I think that door should hold them. It looks pretty solid. I think I'm good. Tired as hell, but none of them bit me. Wow. We haven't had an encounter that close since we went to that movie theater, now that I think about it. Well, what about you? Are you okay? They got pretty close to you at some points. Hey, come on, man. You look like you've seen a ghost. They didn't get you or anything, right? Oh my god. They didn't get you, right? This is just a shitty practical joke. It has to be. You must have just scraped your arm while we were walking past something sharp. I'm sure it's nothing bad. No. No, you don't mean that. You didn't get bitten. Stop looking so serious. This isn't fun. I'm not laughing. You're not kidding. They bit you. We've spent the last 2 years together. 2 full years in this hellhole. And for what? For you to end up as a zombie while I have to go on alone? We both know I can't do that. We both know I can't live on my own. What are you even going to do now? All those guides released on Outbreak Day said it takes 6 hours to spread. How are you going to spend them? Be alone? What are you saying? These could be the last 6 hours of your life. Do you not get that? I am not letting you spend the last moments of your life alone in some forest just waiting to become one of those mindless freaks. At least stay with me until you turn. I want to be with you, and I don't want you to stay as a zombie. We both know it's probably better if I permanently lay you to rest after you turn. Being here with you is the least I could do after all we've been through. I don't care about the potential danger. Do you understand? Good. Well, what do we do now? We're gonna have to stay in here till that horde passes, so we can't do much. You just want to talk? I guess there's not much else we can do. If it brings you comfort, I don't mind. What kind of store even is this? A hardware store? Looks like scavengers have already taken everything. There's practically nothing left. Well, I guess there are a few tools left. I even see some rope left. That'll be useful back home, I guess. What do you want to talk about? We've done so much together, I don't even know where to start. I do remember that. I can't believe we almost got killed because we thought going to Disney World during the apocalypse was like a genius idea. Though, I doubt anyone would have thought a cult worshipping Mickey Mouse would have been there. Oh, what about that time we met those 2 weirdos at the water park? Yes. The ones who ran around with magic wands claiming to be necromancers. Remember when they said they were going to use their magic to summon a horde on us if we didn't, take them seriously? Oh, that day was so crazy. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. We were seriously lucky that that tornado didn't damage our home all that much. It really was crazy seeing one that close, though. Oh, I got one. Remember when we were at that mall and we met that dude who claimed he knew what it was like to be a zombie? The one who claimed he got cured? Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't want to think about that right now. I think I was just starting to feel overly optimistic. Yeah, he did say that. I hope he wasn't telling the truth. I'd hate to know that what he described is what it's actually like to be infected. Actually, I have an idea of something we can do. Look over there for a second. I'm going to grab something real quick. Okay, just keep your back to me. This will make everything go better for the both of us. Shh, it's okay, dear. Everything's gonna be all right. Oh, how I hope you wake up before you turn. You're awake! Is it still you there? Can you understand me? Perfect. I'm glad you woke up before you turned. I'd feel bad if I didn't get to explain everything properly. Just over 5 hours have passed now. I was worried we wouldn't be able to have this conversation. Okay, I don't want you to panic, but some of the effects of the virus are starting to become prominent. What am I doing? Oh, right. I should try and get all the explanations out of the way. I'm not sure how long we have left. Well, during our little conversation there, I had an idea. That guy we talked about, the one who claimed he cured himself, gives me hope. He gives me hope that this isn't the end of our relationship. We've spent so much time together. We shared so many vulnerable moments together and saved each other more times than I can even count. I'm not letting that end. The ropes are so you don't resist. I know you remember what that guy said about what it felt like to be a zombie. I know you remember he said it felt like being like a passenger in your own body, watching what's going on around you without being able to do anything. It's because I know that you know this that I can't trust you not to choose to permanently die. And I have to really restrain you so that once you do turn, you won't be able to attack me, you know? No. I could tell you weren't going to just let yourself turn. I could see the look of realization in your eyes when you remembered what he said. Trust me, I'm not doing this to be cruel. This is the best outcome for the both of us. Just think about it like this. You'll only have to go through that zombie state for like a year or so. I'll find that man in no time. And once he turns you back to normal, it'll be like none of this even happened. And it's even better for me. While you're a zombie, I can really talk to you about anything without feeling judged. We can do all those like couple things I always wanted to do, the ones you were too embarrassed to do since we aren't a couple and you don't like me like that, or whatever excuses you used. Really? You actually thought I got over my feelings? After all we've been through? No way. There is no possible way I could. You know how much I care about you. My feelings are much more than just platonic. But you never felt the same. Even in what you thought were your last moments, all you wanted to do was wander into a forest so you could die alone. Besides that, in your last 6 hours as a human, all you wanted to do with me is talk. Just have a conversation and nothing more. I know it might have been a weird thing to do before dying, but we've been together for 2 years. And in those 2 years, you haven't been intimate with anyone. Would it not make sense that you might want to feel real intimacy with someone in your final moments? Especially someone who looks as good as I do. It's not easy to keep appearances during the apocalypse, you know. I did it for you. But regardless of that, this is best for me because it'll let me do what I want. Let me do what I want until I turn you back, that is. I'm not just going to leave you like that forever, dear. I can see it all now. I'll have to be very careful to tie you up, but every night from now on, we can cuddle. I felt so lonely having to stay in my own bed all alone. Even lonelier when we travel and you keep our sleeping bags so far apart. Now, I can just tie your arms up and lead you around so we can do whatever I want. As a zombie, you'll just be following me around from place to place. My plan right now is to use this duct tape I found to make big balls of it around your hands. Then wrap your hands around your waist. I'll also use tape to cover your mouth until I can find a more effective solution. It'll do us no good if we're both infected. Though, it would be a little romantic. Going outside and getting bitten was actually my first plan. I'm glad we're going with this one, though. Yes, I know you aren't fully sold on my plan yet, but I think you'll enjoy it. What I'm hoping is that by the time you get turned back into a human, you'll see how amazing I was caring for you. And you'll have enjoyed our dates and cuddle time so much that you'll want to stay together. You just need to see my vision. Anyways, we met that guy while he had a base set up all the way in Seattle, so it's going to take us a bit to get over there. Luckily, that means we'll have plenty of time for dates. I have so many ideas in mind. We did a lot of exploring together, and those trips were fun, but getting to do things like exploring an abandoned museum, hiking through a forest, or stopping by some landmark will be so much more fun if we have some romance. The trip's going to mostly involve us avoiding other survivors. I don't know how approving they'll be of our relationship after all, but we should still be able to have some fun on our little road trip. Oh, I'm just so excited. There's so much I've wanted to tell you about my love for you. It's going to be so much easier to get off my chest when you can't respond. Yeah, I didn't think you would want this. That's why I hit you over the head with a rock and then tied you up, silly. But that doesn't matter right now. What matters is we make the best out of a bad situation. Oh dear, I think you're gonna turn soon. Shh, just calm down, dear. The ropes are too strong for you to break. Let it happen. I promise things will turn out well. You'll just have a very long, vivid dream and then wake up as a human. Doesn't that sound nice? And if you don't, well, I still get to keep you as my pet.